How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Davey Dann everything, and welcome back to the podcast. We got episode number 3, of course, with my 13. We got episode number 13, of course, with my co-host Dan3TV.
How's it going, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Great episode and tune for you. It's gonna be lots of energy, lots of dynamic topics, and get you guys interested. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe to the channel, please.
Please do that. We got our production staff here as well today. Again, Lindsay, and our mascot, Harlow.
Production oversight. She's in charge.
I take greedy attention from Harlow.
Yeah.
Harlow actually saved me from a near intruder the other night. So you see that? You can't see, but there's a big sea can behind my backyard.
This is true.
And there's a fence in front of the sea can.
Okay.
And so I was just crawling into bed. I'm lying in bed, and then Harlow starts losing her mind out the window. And then I look out, and I just see a crackhead, and he's he's just out there
rummaging around
with the sea can. The sea can belongs to the dentist in front of it, right? So,
yep.
Harlow, no one's gonna play with you right now. Stop kicking that around. Yeah, so this guy's out there. So my window is real glass pane, so it's loud when you... Harlow, come here.
Chill out, dog.
Let me see that toe. Go here.
Chill out, dog.
So you gotta lie down, Beans. Okay, I know you're excited.
Oh, yeah.
Lie down. So it's a real glass pane and it's cracked, my window.
Nice.
So when you tap it, it's like... Doop, 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 doop.
You can hear it.
You can hear it. So I tap on the window and I just yell, "Hey!" And the guy's just like, "Oh, I'm just trying to take a piss, man." And he's like, you know what I mean, going crazy out back.
Yeah.
But I really, you have to jump over a fence to get to that spot. And behind there, you can piss anywhere you want, especially at nighttime.
Yeah.
So, obviously he was just fucking around, maybe trying to steal shit.
Rummaging around, yeah.
So I just put my clothes on, and I have a ball-peen hammer under my bed, and then I grab the hammer right when I go outside. Because I just wanted to check my gate to make sure it was locked.
Yeah.
And then see...
You know I got that thing on me. Just
I always got that hammer, brother. Keep the hammer under the fucking bed.
Yeah.
But yeah, by the time I got out here, he was gone.
Oh.
He fucked off, jumped back over the fence.
So overall protection-wise?
Pretty good, man. Cheaper than ADT.
Right? That's true.
Tell your dad.
I'll tell him.
Actually, that stuff's kind of expensive, no?
Yeah. I feel like long-term wise, you're probably paying more for the dog.
Yeah, because a food alone is probably like $100 a month. You know?
Oh yeah, and then the adoption fees. All the vet bills fixed. Yeah.
Yeah, the dog is more expensive than ADT.
Then when she gets old, ADT you can cancel anytime. You can't cancel a dog every time.
I can't just take my dog's life.
No.
Sorry, Harlow, you're going way old yeller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, oh yeah, she got attacked by coyotes one day.
Yeah, no doubt.
Gone.
That reminds me too. So there's a podcast you might know. It's called The Fighter. It's actually Theo Vaughn's old podcast.
Okay.
Or his old podcast host, Brennan Schaub.
Okay.
He's done this twice now. He tells the podcast, "Oh, I got a dog."
Yeah.
And then his wife doesn't want a dog, so then they have to make up a story on where the dog went.
No.
Because he gets rid of the dog.
Okay.
So he did it again recently. He bought what the fuck though? That's a big dog. Some big dog. You would know it.
Like a massive. Bull massive?
No.
English?
No, I don't remember what kind of dog it was now.
English Shepherd?
Some kind of
Saint Bernard.
shepherd dog of some kind. It's a big dog. He bought this dog, and it's like $10,000 for this thing.
Oh my god.
And he brings it home, doesn't tell his wife or kids, and he just brings this big ass dog home.
Yeah.
And the dog won't listen to his wife.
Of course.
Right? Because he's a big fucking guy. He's 6'5". So the dog listens to him.
Authority figure.
Yeah, and he can grab the dog. He's a ex-UFC fighter, so he can do that.
Okay.
But when he goes out of town, then the dog is at his house and his wife's like, the dog's heavier than me.
Yeah.
So then he had to make up some story about, the breeder was like, well, if you're not going to use the dog as a show dog, I'll take it back and I'll get you another one later. There's never going to be another dog.
Nah.
Yeah. So people know he's full of shit, right?
Right.
He just now he's into fish. He got all these fish tanks.
Is he putting weights in the fish too?
Trying to get him big?
Yeah.
HGH for the fish?
Go to the fishing competition, right?
And just cheat. And cheat your way out.
Yeah.
No, he bought all these things. He's the kind of guy that just gets fixated on shit
One thing,
that.
Right.
And then he has to spend all his money and shit.
Yeah.
But his podcast isn't doing that great.
No.
He's kind of on the decline. And Theo jumped ship.
Yeah.
Because they had one. Theirs was called The Fighter and the Kid.
Okay.
He was the fighter and Theo was the kid, right? Theo left it a few months back.
Yeah.
Then Brandon Shaw has a few podcasts because that's his full-time job.
Right.
He's another one, Brian Callen. I forget what the fuck theirs is called, but that one's dying.
Yeah.
They're not doing so hot.
Dwindling out.
Yeah, so it was good. Theo was bigger than ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's doing fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And he's funny as shit.
Know what else is awesome? Broken Glass Supply.
Broken Glass Supply for all your cannabis paraphernalia needs. Check them out, brokenglasssupply.ca.
Ding ding.
That was good.
Thank you.
We pulled that off somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that's our biggest video on TikTok is our Broken Glass Supply commercial. 30,000 views.
Wow.
Yeah, it's doing okay. There's a few. There's one with 24,000 and one with like 15, 16,000.
There it is.
And then we got one with like 14 and a bunch at 300. So
yeah.
Doing better. But like I said, people are coming to the comments to talk shit now. Now that they get it, like it starts going out there a little bit, people are coming and talking shit big time.
Getting scrappy.
Yeah. But it's always like an account with like a cartoon
of course
for a display picture. It's bullshit.
Oh yeah.
And it's funny. It's like if you go on our TikTok, it's like you can even find us if you wanted to.
Go to the thing where it's like the more you fuck around.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I want to see some Cambridge locals talk shit.
Yeah, why not, right? Not happening.
Oh my god. So onto our usual woke conversation of the day. Velma.
Velma? Oh no. Is this what we're going with it?
We should because it's funny.
It is funny.
It's funny because they took an original program and they made it new.
Yep.
For no reason.
For no reason.
You know, they could have made that show and not even associated with Scooby-Doo. And people would have thought it was a new show.
100%.
They'd be like, oh, it's kind of like Scooby-Doo, but it would have been original.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that flopped.
Okay, so Mindy Kaling in general has always been like that.
I loved her before this.
But she's always been like that. Yeah, she's always been like the whole like...
woman power.
Yeah, feminist like,
shit.
Like push the propaganda on everything, blame the patriarchy, all that.
And you know, it's a damn shame because she is funny.
She is funny,
and
yeah. But is she funny herself or is she funny because she had ghostwriters?
No, because she wrote a lot of The Office.
So,
she was a main writer on The Office.
Okay,
which is like arguably one of the funniest shows.
People love that show. Huge cult following.
It's the biggest following, maybe besides Friends.
I was just going to say, I don't watch The Office, so...
I've watched it twice. Have you watched it?
Oh, so many times.
Yeah, so like she's one of the main writers, so she's funny.
Yeah.
And her show, The Mindy Project.
Yeah, remember
you ever seen that?
Yeah.
That show was hilarious.
Yeah.
And she was the main writer.
Yeah.
So she has the capacity to be funny.
Right.
And neither of those shows were PC.
Yeah.
They were normal funny shows, but I think it's just...
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like everybody is very much like...
well, they were complaining about like Shaggy being like rebranded.
Yeah.
And they didn't like how like they made Velma a lesbian now, and like.
You want to know what I was watching? Like
Fred was basically the same, but that's just Fred.
No, yeah, but they made Fred like very much in like an entitled piece of shit.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I haven't watched it, so I'm not gonna judge it fully.
I haven't watched. Oh, okay. I also haven't watched like a full episode, but I've been watching.
You've seen enough of it.
I've watched a lot of like the main clips, and I've watched people reviewing it.
Yeah.
Where it shows the jokes. And, like, the jokes against Fred are like, oh, he's just a rich white boy with a small penis. Like, literally, this is a
cartoon
joke.
Character.
This is the joke in the show, though.
Oh.
He's a small dong. That's what they say.
What?
Yeah, dude.
So we're allowed to attack men's bodies now? Come on.
That's one of the jokes.
Where's the equality now?
All the jokes are like, what's that? Daphne. All the jokes, like, they're all white people jokes against the white people.
Right.
And then even Shaggy has to take a hit because he's a man, right?
Yeah.
So he gets like one joke against him, I think.
Okay.
And then the rest are against and Scooby's not in it.
Yeah, so like why call it Scooby-Doo?
He's like in the I don't know, I haven't watched it either, but he's in like the third dimension or something, the fourth dimension. Like he's in some don't quote me on that because again, I haven't seen it, but from what I understand is he's in it but he's not real.
Right.
He's like a figment of some
He's like like Shaggy's tripping on shrooms and he just pictures this dog there.
Maybe something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that show got the worst rated program on IMDb.
And what about Rotten Tomatoes?
It's like 7% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's
because
bad.
Like so they were saying it's not made for children.
Yeah.
That's what they came out and said. Yeah. But the jokes, apparently the jokes like really are dumbed down for an audience.
Right.
So it's like, if it's not made for kids, why are you spelling it out? You have to spell out all the jokes.
Just filled him in front of a live ostrich, right?
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
I'll use that one day.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just funny. It's just like, I'll probably never watch it, but it's just good to see that kind of shit failing, if you ask me. Like, I hate to say it. I don't want to be that bitter.
No, it's fine.
But it's like, eventually they just say, all right, this isn't making us money anymore, so let's stop doing it.
Another thing that I kind of don't understand why it's still going or progressing is the Flash movie with Ezra Miller.
Oh, I know. That's messed up.
It's still green-lighted, even though he's gone through all that legal battle bullshit.
He's done so much shit.
Yeah, accused of everything. Like, he's never
breaking an entry.
Yeah,
he was like grooming, maybe. Yeah. Allegedly, maybe.
Yeah. And he's like, and somehow we're still allowing his projects to continue.
Yeah.
Amber Heard got canned for basically the same thing, but now it's like, we got rid of Henry Cavill for what?
Oh yeah, they got rid of him from Superman. No?
Yeah, and The Rock's
Why'd they get rid of him?
The Rock is never going to do another Black Adam project now.
Is that a personal choice?
Yeah, because the James Gunn dropped him for Superman.
Oh.
And they dropped Jason Momoa. So like, Jason Momoa is supposed to come back now as Lobo.
Oh, Lobo? They're making a Lobo movie?
Well, I don't know if it's a set project, or maybe, yeah.
Or is it a cameo?
He's going to be the character for Lobo in some sort of next future Justice League thing. I'm assuming.
I gotta stop this dog. Hold on.
Yeah.
Arlo, I'm sorry, little guy. You gotta go outside. Yeah, you gotta go outside. What's that? Go see. It's because there's so many people here. Well, one too many. Like, if there's just us two, she'll just sit around. Yeah, so Lobo, I remember I would always go to the used comic store with my mom.
Yeah.
And they always had Lobo comics. And I always
Nice.
thought it was the most cool fucking thing because it's like not a conventional comic.
Yeah, he had like the really cool motorcycle.
Yeah, white, and he looks like almost like a Kiss type of thing.
Yeah.
I think that would be a cool movie if they do it correctly. Actually, DC is kind of geared that way because they already have the dark theme going on.
For it, yeah.
Because Marvel wouldn't be able to pull that off.
No.
It would be fucking lame.
I'm pretty sure they scrapped Cyborg too.
Is DC Cyborg, like, who's seeing that anyways?
I didn't like all the CGI on it, to be fair.
Yeah, because they had a trailer of some kind, no?
Yeah. So
I don't know, that's just they're just
it's just James Gunn, right?
James Gunn is done?
No, he's
the main guy.
Yeah,
right?
he's the main guy now. So
damn. I don't know. I have no faith. I'm kind of done with Marvel anyways, and DC. I just never really gave a shit besides Batman.
Yeah. Well,
Batman was
I didn't even
good.
see the new Batman.
Okay, I didn't see it either, actually.
Yeah, for me, it's like Christian Bale. I don't want to picture another Batman, even though like Ben Affleck did do a good job.
Yeah, that one was good.
But I still picture Christian Bale as the better Batman.
Well, because Robert Pattinson was the most recent Batman. Yeah, fuck Robert Pattinson and his Twilight shit.
That's all he's known for.
That's his main thing. I've watched some pretty good movies with him, actually. I couldn't name them. Yeah, he's got a couple good ones. Like one about the 9/11.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, that one's good, right? Yeah, there's a...
What's it called?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know any of the names.
Yeah, see? Can't prove it.
They're not that good.
He's a one-dimensional actor, I'll say it.
Yeah. You know what I watched the other day that was actually surprisingly good? Was a movie called...
Why do I feel like it's called Remember Me?
It might be something like that because, that might be something very close to it. She should have a microphone. But, because they won't hear it that well.
Yeah.
It is, yeah, because like he dies in the towers.
Oh, perfect. Don't even see it.
Yeah, you don't. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, there's a spoiler. I'll put up a little spoiler. No one gives a shit about that movie.
No, it's probably like from what, 2004? Like...
No, it came out like maybe 5-6 years ago.
Oh, okay.
When did it come out?
I won't watch it.
2010.
2010?
There you go.
Damn, that's longer than I thought. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, 13 years.
Damn, I got something in my eye right now. It's fucking killing me.
Take some eye drops. Where's the emergency eye watch station?
I don't have that shit. I watched this movie called Where the Crawdads Sing.
Okay.
And it's about this girl that basically she grows up in Louisiana.
Yeah.
In like the 50s, I think.
Okay.
And then her whole family just fucks off.
Leaves
She's like
her?
a little girl.
Leaves her?
Yeah.
Oh,
because the dad was an abusive, drunk piece of shit.
Okay.
So the mom beats the fuck out of the mom.
Yeah.
She leaves.
The mom leaves.
And then slowly all the kids that are older than her start taking off.
Okay.
And then they just never come back.
Like siblings or just
siblings,
like kids?
Yeah. Her brothers and sisters. She has a gang of them.
Okay. And
then she's just there as like a little 9-year-old. And she lives in the swamp by herself. Geez. It's a pretty good movie. It's a pretty good movie. I usually I don't know. It's not something I would normally watch, but there was nothing else to watch, and it was good. But I've been struggling to find good shit to watch. Streaming is just kind of flopping right now. I've been watching 90s show. That 90s show.
Yeah, did you?
It's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
There's no woke shit.
I liked. I only saw the first episode. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I enjoyed this. I don't want to like binge through it.
Yeah.
I have like maybe one every time, like every few days or whatever. Like get through it. But yeah, I like seeing like the old characters like still there. The new characters I don't really like know anything about yet.
But
like,
one episode in, you can't invest
like,
into it.
Yeah, right. It's just like, oh, I want to stay here. I was like, all right, cool. Points place. We're back in the scene.
Point place.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, man. You know what? The writing is so similar to that 70s show.
Yeah.
I didn't really ever watch that 80s show.
I never watched that 80s show.
Because it flopped.
It didn't do good. It was on like CTV for a while, right?
Yeah,
like,
flopped for it. They were banking on the success of that 70s show, and maybe it got a season or two.
I think it was like maybe 2 seasons tops.
I bet you if you watch it, it's not bad.
Yeah.
But you can. That's one of those cases like you're doing too much.
Yeah, I just know that they were like very generational in the sense that like they were always like a record store in that one.
Yeah.
And there was like a sofa, but like they didn't have the same vibe. It was different characters. Wasn't the same sort of like, wasn't like the same concept of like.
Yeah.
The same entertainment, right?
Yeah, yeah. So, the 70s show worked very well, and then the 90s show is the same setting.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna work. Yeah. I think there'll be like Full House. Like Fuller House has like 6 seasons now.
Really? Nice.
I watched the first 2 seasons, but it's just too kind of PG for me, you know?
Right.
Not in 90s show is too, but they're smoking weed and they're talking, you know what I mean? But,
we're upstairs people now.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I like that.
It's funny, like Red and Kitty they aged well.
Yeah, they did really well. Or maybe it's the magic of makeup, like with that, right? I don't really know, but it's pretty cool. Like Eric, like he looked old, but I'm surprised he kept his exact shape.
He looks the same. Yeah. I thought he was some Hollywood magic.
Yeah,
because I was like, he has the hair. The hair is the same. His build. Body is. He's like the only Hollywood guy that never got jacked after.
Literally, yeah.
Like fucking John Krasinski or whatever from The Office.
Yeah,
he was like this. He was built like me.
Yeah.
Now he's fucking
shredded.
Now he's Jack Ryder or whatever. He's on Tom Clancy.
Oh yeah, wasn't it Jack
Amazon
Reacher?
Prime. Reacher?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
That's
he did the movie.
He did the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, Jack Reacher movie. There's a show now though with a different actor.
Yes. Yeah.
Reacher,
the blonde dude.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not that good. It's another police show.
There's also he was Venom. Like Eric or Topher Grace?
He was Venom, yeah. Topher Grace.
Spider-Man 3.
Topher Grace is Eric, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a long ass time ago.
Right?
That was.
Well, you think that he would have like built muscle for that role, right?
But looks the same. His frame is the same. Yeah. He's the exact same. Yeah. His character didn't change. And Donna too, and she's done a lot since then. Yeah. No, not a lot, but she was on Orange is the New Black, right?
Yes, that's right.
Which is a sick show too.
I like that show.
But her in the 70s show, insane.
Yeah.
Fez, good.
Haven't seen him.
He got in good shape.
Haven't seen him.
Oh fuck! I just spoiled that for you.
It's okay. He's in the trailer.
That's true. He's in the trailer. Yeah. He's in the trailer. Well, I won't tell you what part he plays, but
okay.
Kelso.
Yeah, Kelso was awesome.
Yeah.
I was waiting for him to like say it. Like I hope he's gonna say burn at least once. Very first line he walks in. Burn! I was like, yo, let's go.
The only thing I didn't like about that is like they kind of acted like they never left.
Yeah.
But that's
the association though, right? Like
same with like I don't want to spoil the show, but even Fez, like there's a moment you're like, if I was in that position, I'd be like, holy fuck, this is Eric Foreman's house, you know?
Right.
Like you just show up and you act like it's not your best friend from high school's house.
Right.
That's the only thing that kind of bothered me. And you know what? There was a plot hole, but I get why they did it, because actually it's like a semi-plot hole. So in the last episode or the last season of that 70s show, Kelso impregnates some rando.
Yeah.
That girl that he was dating. Yeah. Not Jackie.
No.
They kind of imply that the kid, Jay, in 90s show, is Kelso and Jackie's.
Yeah, I saw that.
Actually, they don't just imply it. My mom Googled it, and
they say that.
They say that.
Yeah.
But that's not the case. So they changed that.
Okay, so they retconned it.
Because he got some other girl pregnant, and then he became a police officer in Milwaukee.
Right.
I think that was the end of the season.
And then there was that blonde guy that kind of took over like the main character role.
Oh yeah, he came in. Came in at some point.
Yeah, love interest for Donna.
When Kelso was at the police academy.
Yeah, and then it was like Hyde was there still.
He won't be coming back.
No, he's not.
Because he had the fucking Scientology rape.
Yeah, Danny Masterson.
What's his name?
Danny Masterson.
I like him too. He was awesome in the ranch.
Yep, yeah. There was another thing with.
It had Kitty, Red, Ashton Kutcher,
Yeah.
Fez, and they were all in it.
Yeah.
Which is sick.
Yeah.
Ashton Kutcher brought them all into that show too.
Yeah.
That would be sick. Like, I could use a paycheck.
Right?
Netflix is paying.
Apparently.
It's the Adam Sandler move.
Yeah, exactly.
You bring all your friends
Bring
for
all your
every
boys.
episode. Let's all travel to some like cool place to shoot a movie, and everyone's gonna get a paycheck.
Exactly.
Chris Rock, the whole team from Adam Sandler.
Oh,
like from
like David
Spade,
Spade,
Kevin James,
that other dude,
Rob Schneider, the whole
Schneider,
team.
Yeah.
They're in every single movie.
Steve Buscemi.
Yes, yeah, that's all they do now.
Yeah.
Is those movies.
And then even Dan Aykroyd's in there a bunch of times too.
Just keep getting paid off Adam Sandler.
They're all from Saturday Night Live, right? Back in the day.
Yeah.
Bring all of our friends along.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, I always liked those movies.
I would do that too. I would only hire my friends.
Yeah.
If they were funny.
You're gonna be an extra.
Shit.
You're gonna be an extra. Just stand there and hold this sign. What? All right, film that. Right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Like you get them all paid. You keep the money in the family. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Man, that reminds me of did you watch Hustle? For Adam Sandler, Hustle. It's the newest one. Where he's like a basketball coach.
Oh yeah, that's a great movie
great
with
movie.
the Spanish player.
Yeah.
From Venezuela or something.
Yeah.
Argentina maybe.
Something like
Or maybe Serbian or something. Bosnia.
No.
It was in Europe, no? Spanish, yeah. He then went to Spain.
Yeah.
And he was poor.
Yeah.
And he played basketball in his work boots.
But then Toronto actually signed him this past year too.
Yeah, he's sick, man. It's a sick movie.
Oh yeah.
Sick movie. Yeah, Bo something. Bo something was his name. First name was Bo.
Yeah.
It was a cool Spanish name. And he's like super handsome and tatted up.
Yeah.
Sick basketball player.
Oh,
I don't know. Does he get much time in the Raptors?
I'm not sure. I haven't really paid attention to the
Coming off the
entire
bench?
season, to be honest. We've been more preoccupied watching football games right now because playoffs.
Who's playing today? Dallas.
Dallas. No.
Dallas played yesterday.
Yeah, they played last week against the Bucks.
Yeah, they played this weekend though for sure.
Yeah.
They beat the Bucks. So Tom Brady's out.
I know.
Sorry, Tom. Next season, man, all you need is one more.
One more. Chase the ring.
He'll chase the ring until
45?
he gets one.
46?
How old is he? 43 now?
Yeah.
He'll chase the ring until he gets one, I think. One more.
Think so? Yeah.
Because the Bucks can still win.
Yeah. Easily.
Their team isn't going to collapse next year.
Yeah. Very, very strong team.
So, they can still win. They had a bad start to the season.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
They weren't consistent, so if they can come... Oh, did you... I don't know if I saw this correct, but I think I saw somebody bought the Patriots. Robert Kraft, I think.
He sold it. Robert Kraft sold the Patriots?
Yeah. Let me Google it so I don't talk out of my ass here.
All right.
I could be 100% wrong. I just saw a quick thing about it.
Using internet. We're moving up.
Yeah, we have the internet here again now.
Yep.
Which is nice. And we don't rely on batteries anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong about this. Patriots. Okay, let's not talk about it because I don't know. I don't see any articles on Google about it. Maybe I saw fake news.
It could be.
I swear it's...
Robert Kraft, what? Robert
Yeah, I think I'm wrong about that.
Kraft sold.
Yeah, I gotta be wrong because it would have came up. That would be huge news. You would have saw that actually. That's $1 billion sale, right? Yeah, I think that's fake news. Let's not talk about that. We'll have to cut this section out.
2001 is when they bought it for $6.4 billion.
Yeah, so that's like a $20 billion business, if not more.
It's worth 84.
84 billion?
No, 10.6 billion.
Yeah, I think even more. Dude, who can afford to buy you'd have to get a team of investors together. No one person can buy the Patriots.
Oh, absolutely.
And he wouldn't sell them, come to think of it.
Yeah, he's owned them since 1994. Says Wikipedia, so.
Damn. I swear I saw some news, but obviously I'm wrong, so I'll keep this in. I gotta be wrong sometimes. Of course, I'm also using Yahoo.
Yahoo is a search
switching
engine?
me, brother. Keep switching me to Yahoo. Yahoo's got it in with Google Chrome somehow.
Well, remember when Bing was the best thing in the next world?
Yeah, Bing. Everything Microsoft did was shit.
Oh, yeah.
They just bought all these softwares and then marketed them as their own.
Yeah.
Outlook,
Outlook.
Hotmail.
Yep.
Word.
Sorry. The whole entire death of Internet Explorer.
Oh yeah.
People were
Rest in
pissed.
peace. But they got Edge or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
it's called. And I just use it to. I only use it to stream our podcast from another browser.
Okay.
I like to if I watch our shit, I'll watch it with a different Google account, a YouTube account,
There you
a
go.
VPN,
Yeah.
and
Bounce it off.
and a different browser just to make sure
Oh yeah.
it's a legitimate view.
Of course.
That's the life of a fucking nobody YouTuber. Honestly,
Do what you gotta do.
I'm falling behind. I gotta post the rest. I'm on like probably 3 episodes behind on streaming.
Really?
I haven't posted them because for weeks and weeks my internet was so spotty. Anytime I would try, it would like cut out, and then I would have to try and re-upload. It takes 2 hours.
Or it'll crash, right?
Yeah.
Try-
You know, dude.
try.
So now I know. I'll edit on here, which is even kind of getting kind of buggy,
Yeah.
and then export on this because this thing is still young and powerful, so it can export it no problem. So it shouldn't be a delay in episodes so much anymore because the tablet is able to do it perfectly fine.
You know what technology's been failing me a lot lately?
Mm.
Those stupid like pin pads
Oh,
with tapping my card.
come on. Oh, your tap's not working.
All the time.
Just one card or all your cards?
No, like on my phone, like on my card. So I finally was like, I called in and they're like, you get like a whole bunch of charges like from this. I'm like, okay. Oh, she's soaked. What's this? Like 1355 or whatever, right? They're like, oh, it says it's a device protection. I was like, for what? For what? Oh, you have something on your account that requires device protection. So I was like, all right, well, I didn't authorize that.
That's fucked.
So now we gotta like do like an investigation, pretty much. So and they can only go back 90 days. So I'm like, all right, well, go back 90 days, give me the money back for those days.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, we have to
3
do
months.
Yeah, so we have to do an investigation for that, and that'll take up to 10 days. I'm like, okay, sure, whatever, that's fine. I'm not going anywhere. Like,
Yeah.
just
Make it happen.
Yeah, I don't even want to go back and see how long they've actually been charging me for it, though.
This is TD Canada Trust.
That's right. Name drop the full thing.
Well, you know what? These companies do shit like that.
Yeah.
They will sneak little fees in there, man.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy too? I've had experience. TD's usually pretty good.
You'd think.
I think they're a decent bank. They got decent online banking.
Yep.
They were doing this for me. So I never use my debit. So I'm not gonna pay for a good checking account.
Yeah.
I want the minimum one above student.
Yeah. It's like 25 transactions a month or whatever. Yeah.
I never even use it twice a year.
Yeah.
I use it maybe 2-3 times a year. I use my debit card when I have to. So I kept switching it to the $7 one. And I had the $30 one.
Yeah.
For months, I kept getting the fee, $30. I'm like, no, I keep switching it. So then I had to finally have to call them up, do it manually.
Yeah.
Like,
Which
it's
you shouldn't
bullshit.
have to do. Like, I know it's a first world problem, but I shouldn't have to do it.
Yeah.
Especially like, what about people that like have like anxiety or something? They don't want to talk on the phone, you know?
Well,
like,
fuck those people if they have that.
wow,
Because they
not
couldn't.
that, they can't control it.
Fucking 20 years ago, you had no choice.
That's true. Or like back in the day, you go into like the bank teller, you have to sit down with them to do anything, right?
I know. Thank God. And you know what? There's something to be said about simpler times.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to do all that shit. I can do so much shit from my couch.
Yeah.
Compared to like having in the 90s or whatever, you had to go all the way into a location to do all this shit.
Well, I don't know. Anyways, I was just happy because like I went and finally got a new card. I was like, all right, screw it.
Yeah.
Like whatever, right? Give them my old card, and then like even today, like I go to use it again, tap doesn't work. I'm like, okay, what's the issue? I'm like, oh well, it's just one of those things.
I don't know what the fuck we were talking about, but in other news, I saw Putin says if he starts losing the war, he's gonna fucking.
There's still a war going on.
Yeah, dude. We just spent $400 million in armored vehicles to Ukraine.
Wow.
Canada. So Putin says if he's losing, he's gonna drop nukes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
The little kid not getting his way, right?
Basically, I think there's a lot of news coming out that he's sick, but you can't really confirm these things, you know.
Right.
Who knows what's fake and what's not fake?
AI, right?
AI will take over. No, I don't know, man. It's pretty fucked up. But yeah, we just sent them $400 million in vehicles, like better vehicles than we even have.
Yeah, that's nuts.
But that's good. At least it's keeping us out of war. Give them the weapons, and they can fight their own war. You know.
Dog's barking.
Wouldn't it be wild though? My brother was trying to, when I was in Florida back in September.
Yeah.
My brother was saying by January we'd be conscripted into the Canadian Armed Forces.
This month?
That's what he said. He was sure about it. And I was like, all right, well, I better start doing some push-ups.
Yeah. Jeez.
Because, like, that's the funny thing, not the funny thing at all, but the scary thing. Say we got conscripted into the Canadian... Oh, fuck. You're, like, out of the fucking camera now. I can't even see you.
I must have brightness in your flashlight.
Okay. What was I saying?
Tanks.
Oh, yes. The scary thing is, like, so... If we got conscripted, right? The oldest that in the Canadian Armed Forces they'll conscript a person is 35, I think. So we'd be at the top end of it, which means like we would have to.
We'd have to do the full tour. We're not getting out. Oh no.
No, we would have to be in charge of a bunch of like 19-year-olds.
Oh yeah.
Like they'd be like, you don't let these young boys die.
We're sitting there hacking away along. Yes, sir, Sergeant Major.
Yeah, we're not equipped to fight a war, to be honest. But
no cardio.
Fuck, I feel like I'm way out of the shot. So imagine we wake up one morning with a letter from the Canadian Armed Forces saying, show up to basic training.
Why didn't I get no mail?
What letter?
What letter? Yeah, I don't live there. I haven't lived there in years.
You end up in a prison.
Nah, they can't find me.
You'd be a draft dodger. Everyone would hate you.
Oh, yeah.
But the problem is, like...
Retire up north, right? Run away. Just start logging company.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, aren't you that guy?
Nope, never heard of him.
And didn't I see your picture on the side of the highway? I saw this, I was watching Theo Von, and they were talking about something similar to this.
Okay.
And they were like, oh, imagine they're just a bunch of 18-year-olds vaping on the front line.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I can't get in there, I can't do it.
Yeah.
That's what we'd be dealing with. Nobody right now, except for maybe this current soldiers, most people are not equipped to enter war.
Yeah, I agree with that statement.
Like, I don't think I am. Look, coughing up a fucking lung. I drink too much. But, Harlow, you want attention, we know. Now's not the time. It would just be fucked up. Imagine how fucked up that would be.
Oh, yeah.
We just fucking, I don't know. I'd want to but at the same time I wouldn't want to be like in the background, like a cook or something. Like
so you'd want to be infantry?
I would want to be infantry on the front lines.
Front lines, die for your family?
I don't want to go back to Canada at the end of the war and
have like a bullet hole in your butt.
No, and people are like, "You're a pussy
because you didn't die." Oh, because you're a cook.
Or like, you know what I mean? Like.
So let's say you got like to be like you're like the barracks officer instead, and then you go back and you're like, "Oh, so how was the war?" You're like, "I was good."
Am I on the line? Are
you lying about like what you did, or are you gonna be like, "Yeah, it was. Man, I seen some shit."
No. I would be honest. I'd be like, "Hey, listen, I didn't do as much as I could have."
I was supplied.
Every position is needed.
Yeah.
But
be a hell of a lot cooler if you did.
Yeah, it'd be cooler to fight.
Yeah.
But you come back fucked up.
Oh, for sure.
It's not cool.
No.
PTSD. You come back with PTSD 100%. And all kinds of shit. But
you can't even sleep a regular life ever again.
Because my brother has his PhD, like he would his thing was like, oh, I'll be an officer.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And and he has other uses where like they wouldn't send him in the front lines on infantry, right? But like, what do I have? I'm just a plumber.
Yeah.
So I would want to be. I want to be.
All right, son. You're gonna be making some pipe bombs today.
Yeah. We need you to carry water across the line.
Yeah.
Don't worry, no one's gonna shoot you. No, I don't know. I would want to fight.
Yeah.
Even though maybe I'm not built for it, I'd still want to try.
Go down swinging.
Yeah.
Oh well, no. Looking like all those like World War II movies, right? Or like 1917. You seen that movie?
Yeah, it's an awesome movie.
Amazing movie.
The kid's only 17.
Yeah.
But that 17-year-old is tough. 17-year-old is tougher than me at 30. Yeah. Those are different people.
Yeah.
In the 30s, those are different people.
Yeah.
Than there is now. Like we're not as hard as people from the 1930s.
No, there's no way.
It was a tough time, a different time.
Oh yeah.
A harder time.
Yep.
And people now, especially, like they had to ration food. You couldn't get all these things.
And they're still like ripped to hell.
And people were like, they could do it.
Yeah.
Now everybody, including ourselves, we're so privileged. Like, we're so soft.
Yeah.
It'd be a fucking world-shaking experience. You know what I mean? So, if we had to do what they did in World War II, it'd be a
different world now.
People be bitching on Facebook, I'll tell you that.
Starting fights with them again?
How dare they? How dare they make me eat potatoes and rice for 2 years?
Oh, yeah.
No, I've been off Facebook fighting for a bit.
What's about
this week?
Best thing about potatoes, right? Boil them, mash them,
take them in a stew. Potatoes would be a staple.
Oh yeah. Would you be a potato farmer?
In general?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
It's a fucking.
What about onion field farmer?
I just don't really want to be a farmer.
Well, I don't know, but if you had to.
If I had to be some kind of farmer, maybe dairy.
A dairy farmer?
Or like beef, cattle.
So livestock.
Yeah, livestock would be like more interesting, I think.
All right, that's fair.
Farmers they have like.
Farmers feed families.
Farmers feed families, but here's the thing I think about farming is in Canada at least. There's minimal, like they can't. Farming is very docile, so the government subsidizes it somehow.
Okay.
In the sense that you can't really fail.
Right.
So I think farmers don't come at me, but I'm pretty sure there's minimal dairy prices. There's no competition with American companies. You can only buy Canadian dairy products. Whatever. We're just gonna deal with the light. It's fucked. Oh, it's fucked. No, don't even try. Don't even try to do it because it'll move the fucking camera.
You want to punch it?
No, just shit. I'm buying a new light.
He needs a light for his birthday.
Yeah, give me a light. That light you can't buy anymore because they got rid of that one with the batteries, and you can only buy one with rechargeable batteries. So it's $60 now.
Lights on my place. You should have told me to bring a light. They're like photography lights, like umbrella lights.
That would have been good.
See?
Yeah.
You're not blaming me for this.
You fucked up, brother. No, we didn't fuck up. We're here.
Yeah, we showed up.
I live here.
Show up for yourself today. What did you
bet
do?
on yourself, brother. Bet on your. Remember we used to always say that as a joke. Yo, bet on yourself.
Yep.
Now I live that shit.
John McClane, right?
Tom McClane.
No, John McClane.
Oh, John McClane, yeah. Tom McClane. I was like, who the fuck's Tom McClane?
No idea. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. The world's fucked up.
Continually proves to be more and more worse.
Yeah.
Yep.
It would be nice to talk about a feel-good story.
Feel-good story?
I don't know any. That's the problem.
There was a lady that was 102 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I saw she was getting viral.
Yeah.
And she said that the secret to everlasting youth is drinking 2 Dr. Peppers a day.
That's bullshit.
I know. Exactly.
She just got to 102 and happened to drink 2 Dr. Peppers a day.
Yeah.
There's no study. There's no study for that.
100%.
Oh, I got one. The United States government put out a relatively new pyramid that's a food pyramid.
Okay.
Forever we were sold on the idea that you needed to eat so much grain and cereal product for you to be healthy. Which we know it's bullshit, right? Yep. Sugar and carbohydrates.
That's what leads to obesity.
That's what leads to obesity and diabetes and all these things why people are obese now. It's mostly sugar. Yeah. Soda and all these other things.
Processed sugars for sure.
Processed glucose. Yeah. All these other things.
Sucrose,
we're not doctors, okay?
Yeah.
We're going to preface by saying for the entire length of this part of the conversation, we're not experts and we're not doctors, so don't listen to us.
Listen to us.
But listen to us. Hear us out.
Hear me out.
So, they try to tell you that, Frosted Flakes are healthier than steak or eggs.
Yeah.
Which we know that's probably not the case, right?
Look at Liver King. There's no way. Hey, I'm Liver King. I want steroids. Come on. The guy does it every time now.
Yeah. He's being sued for $100 million.
Probably.
So in prior, they were still using, in the United States, right?
Yeah.
This is the United States mostly, but we were using research still from the 1960s and 1970s that said, say cholesterol. If you eat things with high cholesterol, you're going to have high cholesterol.
Yeah.
But new research is kind of showing there's 2 kinds of cholesterol. Dietary cholesterol, which is the cholesterol that's in steak and eggs and cheese.
Yep.
Serum cholesterol, which is the measurable cholesterol
in your body.
Now, in most people, and I'm citing studies that I can't really cite offhand, but I just know they exist type of thing,
Yeah.
Serum cholesterol, in most people, dietary cholesterol doesn't affect your serum cholesterol in most people. So if you have high cholesterol, in most people, cutting back on foods that are high in cholesterol, that's not going to help you per se.
Right.
Now, there'll be lots of cardiologists and heart doctors and specialists that will argue otherwise because they say, oh, I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
At the same time, red meat, eggs, and cheese are a staple of our cultures in America and Canada. That's a staple in our diets. So everybody's eating steak, cheese, and eggs, right? And butter.
Yeah.
So it's really hard, I think, in my mind, it's hard for us to say, you have high cholesterol because you've been eating this stuff. Everyone is eating that stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't know how much... And here's the other thing. So they say stop eating this stuff, but they also put you on cholesterol medication.
Yeah. Like Lipitor and all that.
Yes, that's going to lower your cholesterol.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of it's them seeing... Okay, the doctor says stop eating butter and cheese. You stop, but you also go on cholesterol medication.
Yeah.
That lowers your cholesterol.
Yeah.
Oh, you stopped eating butter and cheese, your cholesterol's lower.
No, it's because you're giving me meds for it, and that's what's actually influencing.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's my dumb layman terms opinion.
Yeah.
Is that... Anyways, this is what I've come to find out. It may not even be the most legitimate studies. I think it is. It's peer-reviewed studies.
Right.
So Google that yourself. Don't depend on what we're saying, but...
Or Yahoo.
Yahoo, yeah. Use Yahoo or Bing or whatever. Ask Jeeves.
Yeah. If
that's still a thing. So that's kind of something that's like... I don't know. I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but... there is
There's certain levels of truth to it, though, for sure. Like, you're not going to tell me that a bowl of granola is healthier than... Like protein-based wise than like a turkey sandwich. I'm sorry, It's not happening.
I think like deli meats are its own. Deli meats, because the nitrates and stuff and how they process it aren't probably good for you. But if you get a piece of turkey from a turkey.
Yeah, I cut up a wild bird myself. You're gonna tell me that's like
that's
not
clean.
high?
It's good for you.
Yeah.
They were saying shredded frosted mini wheats.
Yeah.
Were at the top of the health spectrum.
Ridiculous.
I don't know if that's true, but they're frosted, so they have sugar.
Yeah. So you just get the plain ones.
You get the plain ones, and you're super healthy. And that might be good for you. It's like
2 scoops Raisin Bran.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's hard for we're not experts. No. I can look at the food pyramid and tell you that the old one that we were taught was bullshit.
Exactly. End of the day, believe what you want to believe, eat what you want to eat.
Yeah, do what you think. But food isn't racist.
No.
But that's what they'll tell you.
Yeah, of course.
Right? They'll tell you the food is racist.
Or like where the influencers every single day, you'll see people be like, "Oh, you're doing this and it's killing you.
Yeah.
You're doing this and it's terrible.
Yeah.
You're doing this and this should stop." Like,
here's the thing with diet: there's basic general rules.
Yeah.
But
follow anything you want.
But
I don't follow a diet.
Whatever makes you feel. I don't either.
Yeah.
Whatever makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Is what works for you.
Exactly.
So like a vegetarian or vegan diet is good for some people.
Yeah.
And they feel better and they're healthier on it.
Yep.
But you wouldn't believe the amount of people that are vegans for 5 years and they feel like total crap.
Yeah.
Then they have a bit of natural protein, some salmon.
Yeah.
And like almost instantaneously feel better.
Devoured by their body, yeah.
Their body is like, okay, this is something we need. This is something we've been lacking forever.
Then you're good, yeah.
Because they're getting protein from soy and supplements and stuff like that.
For me, like I think the thing is like I don't really worry about it right now.
Yeah.
But I know I will in like 10, 15 years. But like
it's almost too late then. Your arteries are clogging.
High blood pressure and high cholesterol is hereditary for me.
Yeah, so
right? So like
now's the time.
I should be doing it now.
Right? Now's the time.
Do I?
To start.
No, absolutely not. Yesterday I went to Wendy's. What did I get? I got a chicken wrap, I got a junior bacon cheeseburger, I got a bacon eater, I got egg fries, and I had a medium Coke.
Your stomach's iron, I guess. Do you feel shitty the next day?
No.
You know what? I've noticed the last like
if it's heavy cheese, sometimes.
You're shitting yourself?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
If I have a bunch of these, I'm shitting the next day.
Yeah, liquid beer shits.
Right, but that never happened to me in my whole 20s. Like my health has changed so much in the last year.
Yeah.
But if I eat McDonald's and I wake up the next morning, I feel fucked.
Really?
I'm at that point right now. Yeah, it's bad news because
Crohn's.
I don't feel like I'll feel like I just won't feel good.
Maybe it's gluten intolerance now.
I think it's more just like my body is not digesting it the same as it used to be. It's not metabolizing it like it used to.
Yeah.
So I feel crappy. But if I have a steak, like I eat a lot of steak and a lot of chicken and stuff like that too. Like I freeze them, marinate them, freeze them.
Yeah.
If I eat a steak and some rice and some, I feel good.
Classic man diet, right?
Yeah, it's a good diet and it's like pretty clean. Like the steak.
Sorry, not man, any person diet, whatever.
Sorry, gender neutral diet.
Right?
I really got to take a piss because I've chugged 2 beers.
Yeah.
Obesity is a big one right now because body positivity is like very much promoted.
Yep.
Which, at its core, I don't think is a bad thing to be like, oh, you're fine how you are or whatever. But it's got to the point where it's like almost denying the truth in science.
It's true.
In the fact it's like being obese isn't good for you.
We know that. Yeah.
If it had no health repercussions, nobody would give a shit if you're 300 pounds.
Look at WALL-E. Remember that movie?
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone was just floating around in chairs. Red is the new blue.
That's
right?
like probably like
it's not that far off.
it could happen.
Yeah.
It could happen because I don't know if we've actually done enough episodes where I don't remember what we've talked about or not.
Yeah.
But we talked about food being racist.
I think so.
Wow, it's like they're saying like it's okay that a piece of cake is as nutritional as an apple.
What?
Because maybe a cake is a bad example. A McDonald's hamburger or a donut.
Yeah.
That's not cheap.
Yeah.
Is as healthy as a salad.
Disagree.
Obviously, it's not the case, right? But they're saying basically saying it's not fair to us to push that information on people that can't afford salads.
Right.
But you're not doing anyone any favors long term by letting them think that donuts are as healthy as salads.
Yeah.
But they're saying if you tell poor people, which this is all American information, if you tell poor people that are primarily black people or Hispanic people, if you tell them that what they're eating is bad for them, it doesn't do them any favors because that's all they can afford to buy. So you're shaming them for eating donuts even though that's all they can afford.
But you can buy other food without just the same amount of money.
Yeah.
So that's stupid.
You can there's a ways around it. Obviously salad and stuff, especially right now, is very expensive.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
there's better options to the shitty options.
You know what's funny too? People are saying eggs and stuff are going up right now too.
Yeah,
But,
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. I just went to Costco and they had the full flat of eggs, $8.50.
I think eggs are another thing like dairy. They're protected by Canadian company. Canadian farmers are the only ones selling us eggs.
Right.
I could be wrong about that. So I think maybe in the United States. That's a good topic because I saw a conspiracy about eggs today.
About inflation?
No, so
eggs or what?
So I'm sure you've seen this stuff about all these food warehouses and distribution centers burning down in the last 6 months in America.
I haven't seen anything.
There's been all these food distribution Maple Grove type of things catching on fire and burning down.
That's me.
And so to add to that, they're saying there's all these people with hobbyist chickens or small farmers or people with chickens and stuff. They're saying that their chickens are no longer laying eggs.
Oh.
Based on, and they're making the assumption that the feed they're buying from the store is affecting the chickens laying eggs.
Okay.
And their conspiracy is there's a huge food shortage conspiracy going on right now. It's
I've heard that. Yeah.
Right, they're trying to baby formula, cold medicine, even stuff like that.
Children's Tylenol was the most recent one.
Right, they're trying to. There's an implication that that's a conspiracy to kind of control or
what's it called? Bottleneck.
Kind of bottleneck the population. You control now. You control. There's no abundance. You kind of control the supply.
Okay. Yeah.
In a sense, right? I don't know if that's a conspiracy about the government or about big business. I can't see big business being okay with that because they're trying to make money.
Mm.
They want to sell as many eggs as possible, no?
Yeah, I agree, yeah. That doesn't make sense for that.
So yeah, I don't know if I feel any conspiracy that's about corporations is they're trying to make money.
Yeah.
But any conspiracies about the government is they're trying to control the people.
Yeah.
So I feel that has to be coming from the government. There's some people are implying the government is the one doing this.
Mm.
Could be the case.
Yeah, I can see it.
It's just hard to know what to believe. You know what I mean? It's just hard to know what the fuck's going on in the world. Who's fucking us now, you know?
Seriously, yeah.
Who's the one that's ready to fuck us over? Bend us over.
Bend it over a map of Utah?
yeah. Who's bending me over a map of Utah and giving me the fucking gears? It's hard to say.
Nah. There was another good news thing that I saw in the news. It was so they had rats. You might have seen this. No? Okay, so it's Harvard. This school study.
Okay.
So there's aging rats, right?
Okay.
Like just making them get old, like living a normal life, but like making them old.
Okay.
And now they've started like cellular regeneration on them.
Okay, like stem cells?
I don't know exactly, but
Yeah.
it's some molecular level type shit.
Okay.
And they're like, we're reversing the aging process.
Huh.
So now they're making these old rats young again.
And it's working, it's effective in the
Yeah.
rats? That's wild.
Yeah.
I'm kind of down for that, like, extend my life by 10 years. I don't want to live forever.
Yeah.
Like, I need some peace at some point, you know?
Well, that's the thing, right? Like they're saying that it's like you can recycle like certain parts of like your brain, like your body. Like you're telling me that I can get a new ticker if I pay you 10 grand or whatever. Like
Cure dementia and stuff like that?
Exactly. I can bet you a lot of people would pay for that.
I believe that to be true because they're already in, not in America, it's illegal because
Yeah.
they gather stem cells from fetuses and stuff
Yeah.
like that, babies and stuff,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Where it's stem cells are cells that are inactive but they're
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah.
So you put them in someone's knee or something, you can heal their knee,
Yeah.
fix their back,
Yeah.
and people are doing it, and
Yep.
it's not new.
No. Well, it's like that other thing too. They said they finally they just now like did the whole test tube embryo.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah,
hear about that?
yeah. But was it not a human? It wasn't
No,
human. It was
no,
a
it is a human. Like,
Really?
Yeah, it was considered cultivated or fertilized as a full on embryo now.
so they got the embryo, but not a fetus yet.
Yeah.
That's the next step.
Yeah.
That's scary.
It is scary. It's playing God, 100%.
It's funny is like so when we were kids, like they cloned the sheep, Dolly the sheep.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep. That was the biggest story of the years.
So that was 25 years ago now.
Yeah.
Or more. Maybe it's in the
Yeah.
90s, right? Imagine how far they've come in 2 decades.
And think about like the black wall stuff that we don't know about behind that.
So yeah, if we know it's the iceberg.
Yeah.
We know the tip.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because
Remember that movie The Island where like they had
Yes.
the clones and they harvest them for like their
Yeah.
organs and shit?
So what we're seeing is always probably like 10 years or more behind
I
what
know.
they actually have.
I know.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Right? Do you agree? Like
Yeah, I agree.
whatever is going on.
Where's the
behind-
hoverboards? Where's the spacecraft? Where's the floating like
Yeah, Bob
cars and
Lazar
shit?
type
Yeah.
of shit.
Yeah.
You seen Bob Lazar documentary?
No,
Dude, if I can urge you to watch one thing,
I won't do it.
no, dude. I always try to tell people about Bob Lazar because I didn't believe this shit either until I watched this.
Yeah.
So Bob Lazar was on Joe Rogan, and I'll give you just a quick 2-pointer
Okay.
thing of what's going on. Bob Lazar worked in Area 51, actually it's another specific base in Nevada as well.
Yeah.
He was recruited by Area 51.
This is 3 things.
I know. Okay, there's a few things. And Area 51 is run by the Navy.
Okay.
Don't ask me why, but the Navy runs these bases in
Okay.
the desert.
Yeah.
So they have like
You
whatever.
don't find that suspicious?
It's weird. I don't know why they do that. Get Navy pilots and whatever. They got Navy pilots, right? Which is like the equivalent to the Air Force. But anyways, dog's trying to break her way in. So, okay, Bob Lazar in the 70s or 80s gets recruited by Los Alamos or whatever, blah, blah, blah. You don't need to know all that shit.
Okay.
He gets into the base.
Yeah.
He's working for the base. He gets information from the U.S. Navy, the U.S. government saying, I can't explain it because you have to see the guy talk. He sees all the shit. He sees flying aircraft. He brings his friends out to also witness the aircraft flying.
Yeah.
Saucers.
Okay.
He's in the base where they have some kind of palm scanner. This is in the 70s.
Palm scanner in the 70s.
Yes. Which now we have.
Wow.
They have it now.
Yeah.
But what we're saying is like he said all these things that end up becoming real things. There's an element that he described called something. Element something something.
Yeah.
He said they use it, it's basically anti-gravity matter. So when he came out and said that, is the audio still going?
Yep.
He came out and said that, they said it's impossible. That's an impossible thing, it doesn't exist. About 10 some years ago, the Russians synthesized this element, and for a millisecond, it was stable. The element that they said is impossible, doesn't exist, that he saw at this at this naval base in the desert existed.
Yeah.
While he was there, and he will not say anything. Absolutely, he won't say this is what I saw. He's like, my memory's foggy. It's been 30 years. Basically, he went on the news in the 70s anonymously saying this stuff is real. I was recruited by the U.S. government to work on these projects. His particular part was propulsion. How do these things work? They wanted to figure out how this stuff worked.
Right.
The alien craft.
Yeah.
And he was a scientist. He went to MIT and all this stuff. So he's saying, like, this stuff is real, blah, blah, blah. He's been raided by the FBI's raided his house multiple times.
Yeah.
They actually told him that his wife was cheating on him. They found it because they were tapping his phones. Why would they do all this stuff if there wasn't anything real?
It's pretty messed up.
During the documentary, his house gets raided because he has a tape. He has a tape, and they assume that he has a piece of the element in his house somewhere. They never find it. He's very hesitant to do interviews. He doesn't want to talk about any of this shit. He's not one of these guys for clout. He hasn't done an interview. He went on Joe Rogan, but didn't do an interview for 20-some years.
Wow.
He doesn't want to be... And he was getting migraines because he was so stressed out being there.
Yeah.
But then you watch the document. I don't know, man. All I know is I believe him. And I don't believe these wackos most of the time. I believe Bob Lazar. That the government... He describes all these things that now are becoming real things. 30 years ago. My point was, like we said, the government, behind closed doors, they're way ahead of us.
Yeah, right.
At the same time, there's a lady that wrote a book that claimed that the Russian flying saucers we saw were Russian drones. Manned with children that were, that they did surgery on to look like aliens. There's a man that claimed
That's
that
creepy.
Yeah, it's very creepy. That worked for the government, like the KGB. And before he died, he confessed this to this novel, this lady that writes novels.
Jesus.
Books. That's what I'm saying. Like, who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But the U.S. government has some shit for sure.
Absolutely.
We don't. We don't fuck all.
No.
Right? Like, I doubt it.
Yeah. I doubt it. The only thing I could like imagine would be like people hiding in like the Arctic Circle, like underground bases, that type of thing. You know?
The Canadian government just doesn't have any kind of... We don't have that.
No.
It's a shame, actually. We don't really have much of
Makes for good like stories and whatnot, right?
Yeah, I wish Canada was more into that kind of thing. I just don't think we're involved in it at all. I don't think we're let in on the information.
I don't think so either.
Right, but at least the government has admitted that aliens are real.
Yeah,
the U.S. government, which is that's a
stepping stone.
That's a stepping stone,
right?
They won't tell you everything, but at least they've admitted yes, aliens exist.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
Get some Stranger Things shit happening.
That should have been the biggest story of all time, by the way. When the New York Times was releasing all this information, that should have been the biggest story ever.
Yeah.
We have admitted that these things exist, we don't know what they are. That should have blew up the internet, and it didn't. Did you ever see any shit about that?
No, it didn't blow up at all.
It's crazy.
You know what did blow up though recently too? The Cobra Tate getting in jail.
Yeah.
With Greta.
The Matrix.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to talk about that actually. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah. I don't know the full event, obviously. Like, I'm not sure what conspired.
Yeah.
But, like, everyone's, like, just, like, chanting in Greece, like, free Top G, right? I was just, like, dying. I was like, what's going on
I don't know what to believe in that circumstance because he's been accused of this prior, and he got off.
Every time I see him on, like, the Daily Show or whatever with Piers Morgan, like Piers just talks over him the whole time.
I know. That was
doesn't
a
let
tough
him
thing
talk.
to watch.
I'm just like, what's going on?
I'm like on the fence with Piers Morgan because he does call out people for their shit.
Yeah, but he also like doesn't like he has an agenda.
He does have an agenda, and he won't listen half the time. If he doesn't want to hear it, he won't listen.
Yeah, doesn't respect his opinions, anything like that.
Andrew Tate actually murdered him in that interview.
I know. I liked it.
If Andrew Tate is a trafficker rapist, send him away forever.
Send him away, exactly.
Fuck that guy. If there's legitimate evidence, it sucks that this court case isn't happening in the West. It's happening in Romania, unfortunately, which I'm assuming has an easily corruptible government and court system.
Maybe.
It might not be a fair trial, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, even his brother, too, like Andrew Brothers Tate.
Tristan?
Yeah. He's saying the same thing, like, my brother's innocent. He's done this. Blah, 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 blah. Like, doesn't matter. When you have money, you can buy anything you want. Him, we got this. It was just like, okay, well, now you're alluding to the fact that you're going to buy the courts. So,
they've always been very upfront that they pay
Rich.
people off.
Yeah, I know. Like he's like, oh yeah, like I have Instagram girls do this. I have blah, 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 people do this for me.
It's like, so their main thing is they have basically a webcam business.
Yeah.
I'm sure the lines can get blurred.
I'm sure.
I just don't think this guy would make himself super famous.
Yeah.
If he was doing something super illegal.
Yeah. The other thing that is a callback too is like I think about like when like the 90s and like internet just started happening and then like cam girls were just becoming a thing. Like I kind of just clued into it like this past year.
What cam girls?
With like Tommy and Pam. That series.
Yeah.
Because like Seth Rogen's character was there and was like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna release this on the internet, and it's like, shit. That's smart as hell. Like it's ungoverned.
Yeah.
You can do whatever
Especially
you want.
at that time.
Well, exactly at that time too, right? All because he like stole a tape from a safe. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's true. Like, but
I think it is true. They embellished details in that show.
Okay.
According to Pam.
Yeah.
She got a documentary out now. It just came out on Prime.
Yeah.
Everyone gets a fucking documentary. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to be like. I just say innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
Tate and anybody else.
No, exactly. That's how it should be. That's how it should be.
It's right now. It's guilty until proven innocent. People are assuming he's guilty.
Yeah.
Because they want him to be guilty.
Yeah.
But it's also fucked up for me to be like, I can't sit here and be like, Andrew Tate's innocent. Because what if he's not?
Yeah, just let the proceedings happen and figure it out from there.
Let the courts do their thing.
Yeah.
What do they call trial by media?
Yes.
The worst possible fucking thing. And social media has been. How many people have probably gone to prison because of
media?
Media gets a hold of these information. The jurors aren't out of the loop.
They're swayed for sure. Yeah.
All this stuff comes out now before they even have a jury picked. I can, in one day after something happens, I know half the case. Now I become a jury. Well, I'm biased now.
Juror. Yeah.
Yeah, juror, sorry.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say...
You want to be a jury of one, right?
A jury of one. You're done, brother. I got you. I don't want to say that he's guilty or not.
I'll let him live.
I just think there is people out to get him. I do believe that.
I believe that for sure.
Because he got banned from the entire internet. Who did that? People made those choices to get rid of him.
Yeah, but then people like Drew are like able to like still like have their platform.
Drew
Aflo.
I don't know.
She's a TikTok star.
Okay.
She looks like a gorilla. You've definitely seen her.
What does she do? What kind of content?
She constantly like destroys like men, like tears them up, says they're like, oh, look at this like shrivel weenie man, like trying to go up and talk to this girl. Like laughs and shit. It's very annoying.
I hate that shit, man.
Very, very annoying.
I saw a TikTok today and the guy was like, what's the worst experience you've had at the gym? And the girl was like, well, I was doing this workout and then the guy was like over there and he asked me if I was using this, but I wasn't even close to that. And then on the way out, he asked me about my cross necklace and asked me if I was religious. And I said, yeah. Then he said, oh, you should come to my church sometime. Then we can hang out after.
That's the worst?
That's the worst shit.
Holy. You know what's going on? Show you the trenches.
Like, that's crazy. That to her, that's sexual harassment probably.
Probably.
Which is not. I was trying to look up rape stats yesterday night.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just wanted to see what was going on in Canada.
Yeah.
Because, like, these are deep. These are fucking treacherous waters, but I'll go into it. So, like, it was like 6 out of the one stat I saw. So, I saw a girl saying that 3/4 of women have been raped.
So, 3 out of 4?
3 out of 4, yeah, have been raped.
Really?
And I was like, that seems... And then, you know, the other person was like, well, it's closer to 1 in 10. That's 10%.
Okay.
That's still quite a bit. I won't condone that. That's a lot of rapes.
Yeah.
But I don't even know if it's that high. But in Canada, 6 out of every 100 rapes, sexual assaults actually get reported. 6 out of 100. How do they know if they're not being reported?
Yeah.
Because
question.
Right? Maybe I'm stupid, but if you're not reporting these things, how do you know if they're not being reported?
We're not doctors. We're both stupid.
Yeah, we're stupid. We're idiots. But like, if they're not being reported, how do you know they're not being reported?
Anonymous reported? No,
like they're not reported. There's no reporting.
Maybe it's
So then they have to ask you, did you get raped and not reported it?
No.
I didn't report it. That's the census, I guess, right? How are they coming to the conclusion that they're not being reported unless they ask you, did you get raped and not report it?
Okay.
Like, Dan, did you get raped?
No.
You're supposed to say yeah. You're supposed to
No.
say yeah. Dan, did you get raped?
No.
You're fucking blowing the argument here. David, did you get raped? Yes. Did you report it? No. Okay, that's one person that didn't report it.
That doesn't make sense.
Who's doing that census?
Yeah.
It seems very skewed.
It seems like they're like giving you like all the options just to have that number blown up.
I'm big on stats, but sometimes I feel like I think that stats. I try not to say I feel like because I don't want to come from a place of emotion. Oh yeah, so the one stat was like so many percentage of women feel like they had been sexually assaulted.
Okay, but did you or do you just feel like it?
That's what I'm like confused about because that doesn't seem like it's a. And there was actually a good amount of men under the age of 16 that had been assaulted, like quite a bit.
Church boys.
Church boys, probably. I just think if you're doing a census and you're collecting data, you can't say feel like.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah.
There's got to be a clear line of what's assault and what's not assault.
What about pepper?
Salt and pepper, baby. Like, what is sexual assault to you?
To me,
Yeah.
I would define sexual assault as like something that's obviously unwanted contact in a sexual nature.
Okay, so what's sexual? What part of the body is sexual?
Genitalia, mouth.
Mouth is sexual?
Yeah, absolutely.
So if I take my fingers and stick them in your mouth, that's a sexual act?
No, I'm saying like if you were
Put a dick in the mouth.
Yeah.
If I put my dick in, but that's involving my sexual organ.
Right.
So say I only have my hands.
Okay.
I'm an assailant.
Okay.
What can I do to you that
Is gonna be
is
sexual
assault?
assault? Keep your fingers away from my bum.
So is the bum a sexual organ?
Yeah, it is to most people. Not everyone's down for it, you know?
I don't think you can consider touching a bum sexual assault.
Yes, you can, absolutely.
I don't think so.
That's literally what the fuck.
Hold on.
Off.
Is the buttocks a sexual thing?
Absolutely it is.
I think the vagina and the penis are.
Sure, but so is the bum.
So if I take my penis and rub it on your bum.
You're gay.
But it's also sexual assault.
Exactly, that's
but
what
if
I
I
said.
take my hand and touch your bum.
It's still sexual assault.
You think so?
Yeah.
See? There you go.
I just it's hard for me to wrap my head around the bum where we take shits out of.
It's true.
So you're saying the bum hole?
No, the whole bum.
No, but you're saying the bum hole is sexual.
Yes.
Even though we shit out of it.
Absolutely.
I don't agree. It's sodomy.
That's still sexual.
I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
I think you're mixing up the two words.
No, okay. Let me search. Is
Okay.
the
Private browser be like.
yeah, incognito mode over here. Yeah, the police searched my laptop one day in an unrelated case. Let me make sure that the camera's going so I don't fucking. Okay, is the butt sexual?
Yes.
Front butts sends to butt sex. Is anal sex safe?
There you go. See, first word.
Anal sex.
That's the
involving
problem.
a penis.
Doesn't say that.
If the doctor puts. Okay, this is a clear line.
Okay.
If the doctor puts his fingers in your bum,
Okay.
it's a rectal exam.
Okay.
That's not sexual assault. Shh, hold on. That's not sexual assault, right? If the doctor puts his penis in your bum, that's sexual assault.
It's based on consent.
But no one's consenting to the doctor putting the penis in the bum.
Then yes.
You just doctor.
Doctor,
That
okay.
would be abuse of power, which is assault.
Yeah, but what makes it sexual?
It's a sexual act. You just said it.
What part makes it
The
sexual?
doctor is getting sexual gratification from the experience.
Okay, via his penis.
No, he touched
Sure,
he
whatever.
touched his
People
hand.
have different kinks. I can't really.
Okay, let's go with the cut and dry
Yeah.
sex.
He's touching
His
you.
penis in a vagina.
Yeah, sexual assault easily.
Okay, maybe I'm just confused. Maybe I'm just playing devil's advocate here at this point.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I obviously wouldn't touch someone's bum without their permission. I am not condoning... Okay, let's just frame this as I'm playing devil's advocate here. I'm not
Right.
condoning you touching someone's bum without their permission.
Right.
Anybody.
I've
Don't
also
touch a person
exactly.
without their permission.
Yeah, that's how most people are raised.
But if we're talking what's the law? Because when it comes to law, it has to be a line. There has to be a line. There's got to be a boundary.
Why
Right?
are you
Because now you're engaged in this conversation now. There has to be a line.
Yeah.
where do we draw the line? How do we define sexual assault?
You have 2 hands, keep them to yourself.
So if I touch your arm, it's sexual assault.
Could be.
Okay, no.
Could
you
be.
can't say could be because
could be.
there's a line. It's
It's not
law.
to me, but it could be to someone else.
No, you can't do that. That's not how the law works.
Okay, so then is it just assault without the sexual part in front of it?
I assume, yeah.
See, there
I
you
would
go.
say it's assault. Okay. Now we're drawing a different line because assault can be different things. So if I touch your arm,
Yeah.
and you can't immediately charge me with assault for touching your arm.
Not immediately.
You could try.
Yeah.
No court would accept it.
Right.
But if I cause you physical harm with my hand
by
touching your arm,
Yeah.
the court would say yes, that's physical assault.
Right.
But if I do this on your arm and you try to charge me for that, that's not going to go anywhere.
No.
So that's the line.
Right.
If I cause you physical harm
Right.
with a warning, if I say don't touch me, then you touch me, it's assault. But if I fucking punch you in the face, clear assault.
Yeah.
If I touch you and you say don't touch me, then I touch you again, that's assault.
Yes.
Now bring it back. Now we define that.
Okay.
Bring it back to sexual assault.
Okay. Unwanted sexual
If I
advance.
touch your penis,
Okay.
sexual assault?
Yes.
If I touch your shoulder, sexual assault?
No.
Okay, thank you. So now we're saying,
Like I said, it's genitalia.
okay, so a bum isn't genitalia.
No, but it's
A
still
bum,
sexual.
though your bum is not a sex organ.
It can be.
It's not though.
I know mine isn't.
I know mine's not being penetrated. What I'm trying to get across is like you have to define which parts of the body
Hey, just so you know,
constitute sexual assault.
yeah, I'm a cis white male. My gender pronouns are he him, but also hey, my sexual organs do not include the anus. Do I have to start saying that to people now?
Well, that's
No.
that's what I'm saying. Like the law has to draw a line of what's assault and what's harassment, because harassment isn't really illegal.
No, it's just annoying.
It's just annoying.
Yeah.
So if I'm catcalling you and I'm like, "Hey, baby, nice tits,"
Yeah.
that would probably be sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Or tits, who knows? Or tits are sexual part because they're for feeding children.
Or how about this, right? Like you say, hey, nice tits, but like, is that
It's not illegal for me to say, "Hey, nice tits."
Well, that's the thing I'm getting at, right?
Okay.
Like, you can sit there and be like, hey, like nice tits, but like you refer to tits as something else.
Now, yes, language
Right?
is
Like,
important.
Exactly. Like you could be like, hey, nice tits. You're like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I like those shoes. Like
So,
those nice tits.
That's
Those-
why we have the freedom of expression. You can't tell me I can't compliment your tits or vagina. I'm allowed to do that. It's frowned upon,
But you're
very
allowed.
much frowned upon, and people won't appreciate it,
Yeah.
but I'm allowed to.
Yeah.
Come back to with my hands.
Yeah.
Me touching you, which part of that constitutes assault, sexual assault?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying, like, yes, don't touch people's asses or tits.
Right.
But are they sexual parts?
Fingies and bums.
I feel like there's like secondary sex organs, which are probably tits and ass. Not organs,
TNA, bud.
secondary sexual,
Organs.
not organs,
Limbs. Tools.
characteristics
Oh.
would be tits and ass.
Yeah.
I think that's how they define it.
Okay.
So are tits and ass secondary sexual characteristics of the body? You're arguing that they were.
I think they are, yeah.
I think so too, but what I'm saying
Okay,
is...
but if you agree, then you didn't need to be devil's advocate.
Well, the devil's advocate is like, that's what I'm saying. People are drawing their own lines.
Right. Just saying, just charge me with this or whatever.
This guy assaulted me. Okay, what
Yeah.
did he do to you? Well, he touched my arm and made a kissy face at me.
Yeah.
People are defining that as assault. And what I'm asking is, by law, is that assault? Sexual assault? I don't think it is.
I don't think so.
What I'm saying is people are coming out and saying, "Oh, I was assaulted."
Yeah.
That's skewing the stats.
Right.
Because people are defining what assault is for themselves. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
It is hard to say.
Everyone kind of, like you said, we have to speak in generalities because we don't know we can't talk on every specific person's case.
Yeah.
So we have to speak in general ideas.
Yep. It's a speculation, right? But like the whole like 10% fact, I don't know if it's that high.
I don't know.
Like I think for guys, like I'm gonna say it's definitely different for girls, obviously, but like,
Here's a stat.
okay,
So, women are raped and sexually assaulted more than men in public, like out in the world,
okay,
right?
yeah,
But if you include prison rapes in men's prisons, which is the majority of them, there's hundreds of thousands of people in prison in the United States.
yeah.
If you include prison stats, men are sexually assaulted more than women.
But isn't that because there's more confinement of men than women?
I'm sure there's a million reasons why, but people still got raped.
Yeah,
They just don't care. We don't care.
which is pretty messed up. Yeah, but yeah,
right?
yeah,
So it's like I can that's the one thing with stats is like I can pick and choose
what to include.
and like there's more legitimate stats than others, but you can kind of choose your own stats. Like anyone can do a study. If it's peer reviewed, it's more. If it's a big census and it's peer reviewed, it's more legitimate.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It's just like one of those things. Like where do you draw the line? And like I don't know. Just don't assault anybody. Don't touch anybody.
Don't be a shitty human.
Like leave everybody alone.
Don't be a shitty human.
Don't be a shitty human. Don't push yourself on people. People don't want to be touched by you, generally speaking.
Yeah, exactly.
It's also the type of thing is like, do we just not hug or touch anybody?
Hey, I'm a hugger. You know, like bring it in. I know so many people like that.
Because like a hug is fairly harmless most of the time.
I'd hope so. And then you hug them and you start sniffing their hair. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, like Joe Biden.
Yeah.
He does that shit all the time.
Well, I was gonna say too, like everyone's love language is different too, right? So like for one person, it could be like touch, for example, right? Like, do they get sexually turned on from a hug? I don't know.
Yeah.
Or like
some people do.
Look at like the relationship that like certain parents have with their kids too, right? Like that's obviously frowned upon when like Tom Brady's like kissing his son on the mouth and shit. Like people don't like that.
Yeah.
But it happens. Is that sexual assault?
No.
It's not.
Kissing
your son on the lips
is not sexual assault.
Okay, there you go.
It's just like people can draw their own. Like I said, people can draw their own lines. What's appropriate and not appropriate.
Yeah.
It forever. I guarantee. Back in the 50,000 years ago, men were kissing their kids.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? There wasn't these taboos, and there wasn't a society to set taboos.
Yes. Yes.
A lot of that is like
because it's society based. Yeah.
I hate to say it, like societal construct.
Yeah.
But some of these things are.
No, that's fair.
And things have been acceptable in the past that aren't now, and things that are acceptable now weren't accepted in the past.
Yeah, vice versa.
So it's like part of that is society that sets boundaries.
That's fair. I agree.
But it's like, damn. It just
you can't win.
I'm a cut and dry kind of guy. I just want to know what's good and what's exactly what's acceptable and what's not acceptable.
Yeah. There's no gray area, or there shouldn't be a gray area.
Not with the law.
No, I agree.
Right? Not with the law.
I agree.
And like, you have to, like, people are like, this is the one problem I have with panels of like we're amateurs, but amateur debaters, amateur arguers, non-experts. When you go on a panel, a lot of people will be like, I bring out a stat or a fact, and I say, all men have tiny fingers.
Okay.
Right? That's saying the majority of men have tiny fingers. That's not saying all men have tiny fingers. Well, if I say that stat, there will always be someone that goes, well, my dad doesn't have tiny, or depends on the guy, or, well, I know some people that don't have tiny fingers.
Yeah.
We can't do that.
Yeah.
You have to generalize with the majority.
No, exactly.
Right? So I can be like, all guys do this, girls do. I can say most guys do this, most girls do that.
Yep.
But I don't know you, and I don't know her, and I don't know this guy. What the hell they feel about it. So you can't, that's the problem. That's the problem I have with these like panels on YouTube and stuff. Yeah. It's like, especially like a lot of them end up just being women because they have more emotional intelligence. So they think they use feeling and emotion more than they use logic, right? Yeah. So that's just how it is. Like that's fine. There's something to that. You need that.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, I feel like, or I depends on.
Yes. Those words.
Well, it's like, yeah, we're having a topic about our country, say 40 million people. We can't say depends on the person. We have to say most Canadian males, most Canadian women think like this, do that,
Yeah.
I don't know. It drives me nuts when I hear someone, well, it depends. I know it depends. Obviously, it fucking depends. There's 40 million people in this country. Not everyone's thinking the same way. Not everyone is the same. But we have to generalize when we're debating these topics, right? I just had to put that in there because it drives me crazy.
It's fine. Grinds his gears.
Grinds my gears when people don't want to generalize when we have to.
Yeah.
We have to do it in a debate, right? Alrighty, guys, so we're going to wrap this episode up right here, right now, because we've been rambling on about a bunch of bullshit for way too long, and you guys don't want to see all that, so we're going to wrap it up. Again, we want to reiterate that it would be awesome if you could like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Check out our back catalog. We got 13 other episodes behind this.
Yep.
So it'd be cool if you could check those out, give them a like, toss a comment, talk shit, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
We're also on TikTok. We post clips from here. It's just kind of fun if you want to see the meat and potatoes of it. You can check it out on TikTok. I post at least a few clips from every episode of stupid shit that we're talking about. So, yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Episode 13's in the bag. Hopefully on your screen, too. Yeah, it's fun having you guys. See you guys next week.
Till next time.
Big G's, no design on my jacket. Work hard and I'm changing my bracket. Talk tough, we ain't hear that racket. Dots came in, you know how to stack it. Take it wrong, but I'ma need my ends though. I got tigers on my chest like Kenzo. Rail came, yeah, he putting that Benz though. Carol's here, man, you know he stay 10 toes. Big dog, man, you know I ain't worried. Bent up, so I'm talking real slurry. Got a blast, bro, I'm always in a hurry. Big Drake, shooting dirty like Curry. Take a yerky, yeah, you know he stay passed up. You don't catch him late night, do you ass up? No, Unc real, how to put it E-class up. They like, X nigga, how you take the fast ride? 2018.